It's getting hot in here. Hey everybody, it's Lisa from the Funny Side Up. Well, let me tell you that it has been a week of creative thought, introspection, and despair. Because you made it hot, hot, hot. Because you voted for hot dogs and hot fudge. Which at first I was like totally freaking out about because every single idea I was having was making me want to barf. Like, oh, I thought about doing a hot dog bread pudding. I thought about doing hot dog pancakes or a hot dog casserole. Without hot fudge already sound disgusting, but then when you add hot fudge, it's like, what is happening? Well, as you may or may not know, I'm from the Motor City. That's Detroit. Okay, well, a suburb of Detroit, but who's counting? Not a single person. Do you know that Detroit is home to a chain of restaurants called Coney Island? There is a particular type of way to eat a hot dog which was invented in Detroit called the Coney Island dog. Typically a beef dog with meaty chili. The only reason for the name is that Coney Island had a lot of hot dogs. The person who made this was like, let's just call it a Coney Island dog because that's where all the hot dogs are. It was this guy named George Todoroff. And he took his recipe to Brooklyn. And so it's like, I am bringing something to Brooklyn too. It's me. It's my blog, and it's also this quality Saunders hot fudge I'll be using. I'm making a chili dog. A hot dog with chili on top with hot fudge incorporated into the chili. Let's just get started. So first what we're gonna do is make some chili. You ready? Cool. Since I'm using an all beef hot dog, I decided to do a turkey chili so I could just like chill it out a little bit. Get yourself a big pot. Throw some olive oil in. We're gonna start off with 2 medium-sized yellow onions chopped up as finely as you can try to do it. And a couple cloves of minced garlic. We're just gonna let this saute in the pot for a bit. Make sure it all gets coated. Right here I've got about 1 pound and a bit of ground turkey breast. About 1 pound and a bit of it. After those have softened up for a couple of minutes, we can add the turkey. And at this crucial point, we will add some salt and pepper. Okay, so now that the turkey's all browned, we're gonna add a bunch of other things, like a can of tomato sauce, a can of kidney beans, which you won't necessarily need to rinse depending on what kind of kidney beans you have, a little bit of tomato paste just to thicken it up a bit. Maybe we will put a little bit of spice in, like some cumin. Some chili powder in right now. So now comes the really interesting part. The reason I thought that adding hot fudge would be good is because sometimes you add sugar to things that have tomatoes in them. You can sort of balance out the flavors. Like tomatoes have a lot of acid, right? Hot fudge will provide sweetness. The other thing I thought about was how often in like Mexican cooking, people use unsweetened cocoa combined with spices to make like mole sauce. What I'm gonna do is in a small pan, heat up about 1 tablespoon or 2 of this hot fudge I have with a little bit of cayenne pepper and a little bit of chili powder so that the flavors really meld together. Meanwhile, those can just simmer together. Hey, I'm over here now. I'm gonna take about, 1.5 tablespoons. No turning back now. Chili's been simmering for like 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is prepare my dogs. And I found what is considered to be like one of the best tasting frankfurters in the nation. Hebrew National. They're kosher. They're all beef. Well, I'm just making them for one person tonight. I'm going to make them on my grill pan. Don't forget the buns. So what we'll do when the hot dog's done is we'll put it in there and then we'll pour the chili on top. And that's making chili and hot dogs. Ridiculously easy. I'll see you when I eat it. Here I am with my turkey chili chocolate hot fudge dog. Ugh. Pretty delicious. Okay, I'm gonna try the chili on its own to see if I can taste the hot fudge. Whatever it did, I really like. There's sort of this certain thickness and creaminess to it almost. But it's smooth. That's what it is. It's smooth. I would actually have to say this was a smashing success. Thanks for voting for it, everybody. Keep voting.